Hello everybody out there and welcome to another RostyMaths video and welcome back to my Year 9 series on number. This has been going absolutely fantastically well. Now I have to point this out. Everything I cover in Year 9 is GCSE spec, so please make sure if you are doing GCSEs, watch it still. It's really important for you. That's why it's got the thumbnail that it's got. Anyway, we are going back into our realms of surds. We're adding and subtracting surds in this particular video. If you have not seen the last video on the introduction to surds, I would suggest you click on that pop-out banner and go and have a watch of that video first, because some of the things that I have taught in that video I am using in this video without much explanation. If you are new here, we've got a subscription button down below there because a lot of my viewers are not subscribed. So please click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you do not miss another upload. Anyway, it's always great to see you here. Let's go jump straight into adding and subtracting surds. I'll see you in the lesson. All right, welcome back to another surds video. Now in this video, we're going to add and subtract surds. And it's going to be a pretty short one because we've only got a few questions to do. But I must mention that if you haven't watched my introduction video on surds, it would be a good idea to watch it first, because the stuff I'm going to do, especially when I come down to these two questions, I have already covered in that video. So I won't be going into a lot of detail in this video. All right, let's go. Now, before I can add and subtract surds, the first thing I need to make sure is that my surds are the same. And again, watch that video like I've just mentioned before to know what surds are, okay? So make sure that they are the same. And if they're the same, then I can add and subtract them. These two are the same because they're both root 3s. So I've got 2 lots of root 3 here, added to 3 lots of root 3 there. So altogether, I have got 5 lots of root 3. And just like that, this is finished. That one is literally just done. Okay, so altogether I've got 5 because I'm adding here. The problem here though is that these are not the same. And because they're not the same, I need to make them the same before I can solve this. So let's go and start sorting this out. I'm going to do my working out on the side over here. Let's deal with that square root of 24. So now I've got the square root of 24 there. And I need to simplify it. I need to have a square root with a 6 in it in order for me to do this subtraction that they've got going on here. So going back to what I did in the last video, what is the biggest square factor of 24? The biggest square number that goes into 24? Well, that's going to be 4, because 4 times 6 is 24. Split this apart, square root of 4 times square root of 6. And if I'm losing you, I'm going to say it again. You've got to go back and watch that last video, okay? Really important. Otherwise, I am going to lose you here. All right. Square root of 4 is 2. So this becomes 2 root 6. Nice. Now, I'm going to take this 2 root 6 and I'm going to introduce it there. It starts with a 3 here, though. So that equals to 3 times 2 root 6 minus 3 root 6. So let's see what we've got here then. This 2 root 6 I've got here, that is it there, and it replaced the 24 there. So that means I've got the 3 on the front, the 24 is replaced by 2 root 6, and then I've got the 3 root 6 on the end there. Now we can sort this out. They are multiplying, so that's easy to do. This becomes 2 times 3, 6 root 6 minus 3 root 6. Now that I've got the same square roots, it's easy to subtract them. So 6 lots of root 6's take away 3 lots of root 6's there will give me a final answer of 3 root 6. And just like that, this is also finished. All right, let's go do the last one. Now again, if you figure you know what's going on, pause the video, go and have a go on your own. But let's crack on. So here, I've got some different numbers here. So let's see what's going on then. So I've got 108 and I've got 300 there. Now, I'm going to follow my rule as I normally do and then hope for the best, fingers crossed. So what's the biggest square number that goes into 108? Well, that's 36. And that's because 36 times 3 gives me 108. And I'm going to add 2 times. I'll do the same thing here. The biggest square number that goes into 300 is 100. So 100 times 3 gives me 300. Yes, I'm doing a double barrel question, so let's hope for the best on this one. Let's simplify this first one here. 36 times 3, so I can separate that into root 36 times root 3, added to 2 times root 100 times root 3. I think I'm pretty much all right because I can see that I've got some root 3's coming up. So life is good. Let's keep it going. So here, the square root of 36 is 6. So that's going to give me 6 root 3. And add that to the square root of 100 is 10. That 10 will multiply by 2 and become 20. So this becomes 20 root 3. They've both got root 3's, which is what I wanted. So now it's a simple job of adding them together. 6 add 20 is 26 root 3's. And just like that, this is finished. And that brings us to the end of this video. So I hope you've learned something. Please give the video a like. Please subscribe below so you can keep seeing more content like this as I push them out. Also, if you were going through this video and some of these things just seems a little bit weird, I'll put a pop-out banner coming out right now to show you why I knew that this was 6 when you find the square root of 36. Why did I know the square root of 100 is 10? Okay, I've already covered this sort of stuff in simpler videos for year 7. Please go and check them out so that you know what's going on. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.